Hey, welcome back, everybody. Jared here. Just wanted to update on a little bit of trading here. And I wanted to kind of let you in on how I'm going to build this next position. So I've already started to build a position here. As you can see, this position's down. And sometimes I think recently I've recorded some videos and the positions were already way up. So I wanted to show you how I build this position and why I'm willing to easily hold this and add more to it if it comes down more. And the reason why in this specific stock, this is Mara, M-A-R-A. Let me go to this crypto tab. Marathon Digital Holdings. I read a lot, been reading a lot about them, seeing their website, their news and media updates on what they're doing, what they're building out. So they're the largest Bitcoin miner, and they're adding a bunch of new miners every month. They're going to add a ton of new mining machines even by March. So, and the way it works is basically the cost for a miner to mine a Bitcoin right now, it is, well, over the last several months, it's been around, let's say, $20,000 to $22,000. Okay, so when the price was under that amount, miners were spending more on electricity than what the Bitcoin was worth that they were mining, right? So they were negative cash flowing on every single Bitcoin they mined. So what happened is these stocks, these Bitcoin mining stocks, took a very large downside, like over 90% downside. These things move, they're volatile. So as you can see here, this thing peaked out when Bitcoin peaked out last year in November at like $83, and it's currently at $6.72. Now, just because it's down so much doesn't mean, oh, it's a great time to buy. This asset's down a lot. That's not what that means at all. I haven't touched this asset this entire year until recently. Now, why have I started touching it? As I've explained in some previous videos, the bottom on Bitcoin is in. I'm not sure about stock markets, but I believe that the stock market bottoms are in as well. I would be surprised if they made new lows, honestly. The earnings just haven't been that bad. I think the Ford's earnings multiple on S&P 500 is around 18. That's not too bad. It was much higher before. So I think we've gotten a good pullback, good settling, and I think Bitcoin's about to rip. But let me show you what's happening here. Last time when Bitcoin was, here, let me pull this other chart over. So when Bitcoin hit $25,000 here in August, okay, and that was its peak off of this bottom. Let me pull this over so I can show you this Bitcoin chart here. Okay, let's go back to this like daily. Computer's really slow and glitchy. Maybe I got too much running. There's so right here you can see Bitcoin hit 25,000. What was this? August 14th. We come here, August 12th, right? So right before it peaked up there, Mara went to $18.88. So I don't even need anything that big. If it ran up there, it would be great. But these can run up very fast. So right now, to me, for how much cash on hand this business has, what they're about to, they're already the biggest Bitcoin miner. They're going to drop a bunch of new miners and start mining a lot more. They're the big dog in the game, and this stock is still down over 90%. When I believe the bottom's in, I think this is and what I'm seeing here, right? This is on the daily chart. These daily Stokes, we're getting overheated. They ran up a lot. They got overheated, right? So it was okay for a pullback. What did I also talk about before? I love these silver crosses, right? So when this green, this yellow 21 exponential moving average crosses this green 55, that's my silver cross, and I'm looking for a big move to the upside, right? So, and I talked about in my training videos, if you watch my training series, um, it's in the playlist tab on my YouTube channel. You can go through those and take those trainings, and you'll see I look for these pullbacks into these major crosses. That's exactly what we got. We've even gotten a little bit of an overthrow, so I'm really liking that. Um, so I have some positions here. I'm willing to keep buying in the further it drops. I'm willing. I'm flexible with this position. I don't think it's going to come down too much more, but it could come down into the mid fives. So I want to leave some room on the table so I can buy some more as it comes down. If it does, I'll layer into that position and swing it, and we'll look to make a lot of money on this position. But I'm not going to day trade this. I'm going to hold this one a little bit longer. Let me show you what I think is brewing over here on Bitcoin. It's been just consolidating in this channel, holding really well. What I like is on this daily chart, right? Same thing. These Stokes are getting gassed out. BBWP indicator right here, right? We have very high volatility. You know, after you hang out high volatility for a few days, generally you'll start working back down. Also, from right here, right, we had this high on the RSI. And look where the price was. It was only at 21,300. Since then, the RSI is coming down as price is going up. What they're doing is creating bearish divergence, which means we most likely had some pullback to come. Okay, so we're pulling back down, but surprisingly, as this Stoke is resetting, I can go to lower time frames. The 12-hour is almost back to this 20 level, almost fully reset. The 6-hour fully reset, even looking to start curling back up. 4-hour fully reset has already bounced. Look like it's curling back down, and let me tell you what I'm looking for. This setup right here, this trade I'm going to take, and it might come quickly. I hope it does, so I can show you exactly how I'm going to take this trade. But here, let's just delete this channel. Okay, so what I'm looking for on this trade is it to pull back to right around here, this 22,600, 22,700 level, right? About $100 range I'm looking to buy into down here. I think this will retest down here. It could even wick down here, just as we saw this wick here, 22,500 area. And you've seen a lot of wicks come down there. So it come down there. So I'm not going to buy all in right here. I'll leave some on the table. Also, if this area breaks and then we break and even close a 4-hour under these wicks, I would expect it this 22,300. I'm going to expect it to continue coming down into this blue box territory. I've created this blue box because this is really where I would prefer to buy in. This was my plan, but as I'm watching this, all these Stokes are getting reset, and price isn't coming down much. So this is really bullish. It might just continue to run up from here. So I'm going to wait for a pullback. Another thing I want to show you where a simple target would be if we do get a bounce off that level would be to close this gap, right? So we have a gap here on the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, Bitcoin CME chart. We have a gap right here, right around 23,300, right? So if I buy in at 22,700, take it to 23,300, that's a $600 move. I'm looking to fill about a 10 Bitcoin position. So that would be, a quick $6,000. So that's what I'm looking to do. That's the plan on that. And just wanted to let you in on how I do plan out these trades before I take them. Because sometimes when I go live, most of the time when I've gone live, I'm already in some positions. But I'm just going to watch that number. So it looks like it's kind of hanging around here. So it might not happen very quickly. I'm not going to stay live for a really long time. I do have some loans to work on. But I got some work done early this morning, got up really early. And so far trading's been a little bit boring and sideways. So I'm just going to use that as an opportunity to accumulate into some positions that I want, and then maybe be looking for a position. These charts might start to break out a little later this week, or possibly even next week. I'm not an expert at timing or time. I don't think anybody can be, but what we can do is start to map out and plan out what our next positions would be. So let me just switch back to this. So that's basically what I'm looking to do. Not sure why this is so glitchy. But yeah, so this might take a little time. This could take several hours, could even take all day. So I'm probably not gonna, it was coming down, gonna wait a little bit. It also, my other target for this to just run to the upside, I wouldn't chase it. If that 23,300, if we closed above that, then I would enter into a position. I think we would retest the highs, if not break out and head towards 25,000. So there is a target that I would buy in if we cleared. Basically, if we clear over that gap and close like a 4-hour over this 23,320 area, something like that. If you wanted to be a little more conservative, you could wait until we cleared this area here at 23,450. And then enter some positions. I would say we would probably at least test this top side of this range at 24,000, possibly start some continuation and head towards 25. So those are my plans for what's going on now. Check back over here. This hasn't dipped down much more. So I'm really kind of looking for this to maybe come down a little more as Bitcoin comes down, but this is already at a deep value compared to where the Bitcoin price is currently. These stocks are profitable again. Latest I read, this company is sitting on over $100 million cash. So I think this is at a good valuation for a buy-in, and that we could have some exponential gains off of this level. So that's my plan for probably the next few days or weeks on what's going forward and what I'm going to do to build into some trades. So thanks for joining me today. Hope you learned something. If you did, if you liked the video, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share it with some friends if they want to learn how to make some extra income or trade with us. And nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm simply using this as, hopefully some education and just to show you how I trade. Not everybody trades the same, but this is, and I've showed you a lot of different things in my videos, how I trade SPY, very low risk, upwards to, now I'm trading some more volatile. I personally like highly volatile items, but not everybody does. So that's why I show you, you can trade some Microsoft, you can trade some Apple stock or the SPY. And generally those moves are going to be much smaller than something like this. Thanks for joining today. I'll see y'all again soon when I have a chance to update on these trades that I'm building. I will probably do a video at least on Friday again, just to update before the weekend. And then I'll do some videos on real estate and mortgage and stuff like that here soon too. All right. Thanks a lot. Y'all have a great day. Bye.